back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Tati Beauty Volume 1 Eyeshadow Palette. If you do want to see a review and a demo, please keep watching. I'm currently holding the box that the eyeshadow palette is sitting in. I did want to do a live unboxing with you guys, so I have not done a sneak peek or anything. I don't know what the eyeshadows look like. I haven't seen it in person. I'm super excited to open it up with you guys, so let's go ahead and dive right in. The only thing that I did open is the tape here, and now we're going to open it up together. Here's what the box looks like. It is so pretty. I love the presentation. This must be my packing slip, and it is. It says Tati Beauty on here. Let's go ahead and open up the eyeshadow palette. Wow, this is super heavy in the packaging. Here we have the eyeshadow palette. It comes in this really interesting brown wrapping paper. We have the actual eyeshadow palette. Let's remove the sleeve. Ooh, it's so pretty. Wait a second. Isn't the packaging supposed to be black? Why is this a dark gray? Let's see how we can open this. So it says Tati Beauty here at the top, and it says Tati Beauty here as well. On the back, we do have some of the ingredients. It just slides on out. The packaging is gray. I expected this eyeshadow palette to be black like in her marketing and in her promo. On the side of the palette it says Tati Beauty and then Volume 1. So let's flip this back on over and let's open this up. Let's open up this. Okay, we have this little plastic paper in here. And here we have the eyeshadow palette. How pretty. You get 24 shades and it comes with a decent size mirror. Let's go ahead and start swatching. First shade is called Memory Glitter. Ooh, this is so buttery and so soft in the pan. Look at how much pigment. Memory is described as a multi-dimension smoky carbon shade. Let me just try and build her up. So I took another little swatch. That's much better. I still have a little bit of the shade in Memory Glitter on my finger. The next shade is called Ritual Glitter. These glitter shades are very soft in the pan. Here's what that shade looks like. And you guys, I just broke a nail. Ritual Glitter is described as a multi-dimensional warm bronze shade. That's what that looks like. The glitters do swatch like a gel. I do want to bring this glitter shade a little bit more out. See if we can blend it. There we go, that's a little bit better. The next shade is called Story Glitter. These glitter shades do feel a bit scratchy in the pan and they are having a little bit of fallout. Here's what Story Glitter looks like. Story Glitter is described as a multi-dimensional burnt orange shade. Let's build up this shade in Story Glitter and let's blend it out as well. There we go, that's a little bit better. The next shade is called Soothe Glitter. Here's what Soothe Glitter looks like. Soothe Glitter is described as a multi-dimensional champagne gold. I'm going to build up that glitter shade. Here's what Soothe Glitter looks like. The next shade is called Aurora Glitter. Here's what that shade looks like. Aurora Glitter is described as a multi-frosted champagne. Let's build her up. That's what the color looks like. The last glitter shade is called Poet Glitter. Here's what that shade looks like. Poet Glitter is described as a multi-dimensional frosted raspberry. Let's build it up. Here we have all 5 of the glitter shadows. Let's move on to the metallic shades. The first shade is Memory Metallic. This is so soft in the pan. Here's what Memory Metallic looks like. Memory Metallic is described as a gunmetal with a silvery shimmer. That is a beautiful metallic shade. The next shade is called Ritual Metallic. This is so soft in the pan. Here's what Ritual Metallic looks like. Ritual Metallic is described as a chocolate bronze shimmer. I am loving the metallic swatches so far, way better than the glitter swatches. The next shade is called Story Metallic. So soft in the pan. Here's what that shade looks like. Story Metallic is described as a bright nectarine with gold shimmer. Next shade is called Soothe Metallic. So buttery, so soft in the pan. Here's what that shade looks like. Soothe Metallic is described as a warm champagne gold shimmer. That's a beautiful shade. I do want to bring this out a little bit more. blend it out. That's a better swatch. The next shade is called Aurora Metallic. Again, very soft in the pan. Here's what that shade looks like. Aurora Metallic is described as a champagne shimmer. And the last shade in the metallics collection is called Poet Metallic. Here's what that shade looks like. Poet Metallic is described as a soft ruby shimmer. I love the metallic shades, you guys. The metallic shades are so buttery in the pan. They swatch really nicely with just one swipe. Moving on to the sequin row, the first shade is called Memory Sequin. Oh wow, this is so soft in the pan. It's just so buttery soft. Here's what Memory Sequin looks like. Memory Sequin is described as a carbon black with multicolored pinpoints. I do want to do another swipe of this and we'll blend it out. The next shade is called Ritual Sequin. Again, very buttery in the pan. There is a little bit of fallout. Here's what Ritual Sequin looks like. Ritual Sequin is described as a warm brown with gold pinpoints. Next shade is called Story Sequin. Again, very buttery in the pan, a little bit of fallout. Here's what Story Sequin looks like. Story Sequin is described as a burnt orange with gold pinpoints. Very pigmented with that one swipe. Since we are running out of arm space to swatch, I am going to be swatching on the right side of my arm. The next shade is called Soothe Sequin. Here's what Soothe Sequin looks like. Soothe Sequin is described as a camel with gold pig points. This shade blends it with my skin complexion. Let's build her up. So here we have the shade in Soothe Sequin again. You can barely see the shade in Soothe Sequins. The next shade is called Aurora Sequins. Aurora Sequins is described as a vanilla with fuchsia pinpoints. Let's try to build up that shade. Here's what Aurora Sequins looks like. And the last sequin shade is called Poet Sequins. Here's what Poet Sequins looks like. Poet Sequins is described as a cranberry with blue pinpoints. I do want to build up that shade as well. Here's a better swatch of Poet Sequins. Now moving on to the mattes row, the first shade is called Memory Matte. Ooh, the matte is extremely soft in the pan. I've never felt such a soft matte shadow. Wow, that is pigmented. Here's what Memory Matte looks like. Memory Matte is described as a carbon black shadow. I do want to build it up. So here's a second swatch of Memory Matte. The next shade is called Ritual Matte. Again, very soft in the pan. Look how pigmented Ritual Matte looks like. Ritual Matte is described as a rich chocolate shade. Let's build it up. So here's what Ritual Matte looks like. The next shade is called Story Matte. Again, very soft in the pan. Here's what Story Matte looks like. Story Matte is described as a burnt orange shade. The next shade is called Soothe Matte. Here's what that shade looks like. Soothe Matte is described as a camel shade. I do want to build that camel shade up. And here's Soothe Matte again. The next shade is called Aurora Matte. Here's what Aurora Matte looks like. Aurora Matte is described as a vanilla shade. I do want to build up that shadow as well. And here's what Aurora Matte looks like. And the last shade in this palette is called Poet Matte. Here's what Poet Matte looks like. Poet Matte is described as a cranberry shade. Let's build up the shade in Poet Matte. There we go, much better. Here we have all 24 shades swatched on the back of my hands, 4 finishes and 6 tones. Now we're gonna create a look using this eyeshadow palette. After watching Tati's reveal video, she did mention in that video that you can use the shades diagonally. That's exactly what we're gonna be doing. The first shade I am gonna be taking is a shade in Story Matte. I'm gonna be using a fluffy brush. I just have a little bit on my brush. I'm gonna be applying that shade in my crease. Wow, that is so pigmented with just that little bit I took. We're going to blend it out in our crease. I really love how the shade in Story Matte did blend in my crease. I swapped my brush for a flat brush. The next shade I'm going to be dipping into is the shade in Soothe Sequins. We're going to be applying that shade all over the lid. I'm going to be taking the shade in Soothe Ritual and applying that all over the lid. You just need a teeny tiny amount of that shadow. I'm going to take that first brush that I used and I'm going to blend in that crease shadow. The next shade I'm going to be taking is called Aurora Metallic. I'm going to be applying that shade all over the lid as well. And the last shade I'm going to be taking is a shade in Poet Glitter. But this time I'm going to be using my finger to apply that shade all over the lid. The glitter shades do have a lot of fallout. Here's how everything is currently looking like. I'm going to clean everything up and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. I cleaned everything up underneath my eyes. I added mascara and a lip. For mascara, I currently have on the Smashbox Superfan Mascara. I applied about 3 coats to achieve this look. For lips, I currently have on the Carly Bible X El Maquillage lip liner in the shade Luna. Lipstick shade I currently have on is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the shade in On Mute. I reviewed their Holiday 2019 collection. If you guys have not seen that video, I'll link it right over here in the cards. My final thoughts on the Tati Beauty Volume 1 eyeshadow palette is that I really do like this eyeshadow palette. The only thing I don't like are the glitter tones. They do have a ton of fallout. I did, however, loved these 3 rows here. I love the metallic, I love the sequin, and I love the matte shadows in this palette. They are gorgeous, they are blendable. I need to play with this palette more. What I also do love about this eyeshadow palette is this huge mirror. It does complement the palette very well. The mirror itself is not super heavy, but I do love the quality of the mirror. Overall, you guys, I really do love this eyeshadow palette. I would highly recommend you guys checking it out.